again. We close to the end. The older I get, emphatic I am. They try to pretend.
All right, beaches, smash that like button. Come on in, tickle. Oh yeah, come on. You know you want to. You know you want to. It feels so good. Come on in, come one, come all. It's time to get on with the swole. Hit that like button, beaches. Come on, don't be a beach. Don't be a beach. Hit that fucking like button. Hit it, motherfucker.
As far as revenue goes, bought me a net for these Benjamins though. You not a threat, you an enemy though. Broke me a sweat, killing enemies slow. Body offset, all these feminine flows. Hardly upset, but you testing me though. All of these stats are depressingly low. Why your girl think I'm a specimen though? Drones and them perks is my medicine though. There's no comparison. Black in America, little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it.
All right, come on, baby. Tell me a story I don't like. Come on, you want to be here. This is the Daily fucking Swole. Let's go. Yes, beaches. Where's everyone? Come on, you're acting like it's Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
My name's Forrest Gump.
My name's Papa Swolio. Time to make some sick fucking games, Jenny. Come on now. Come on now. Let's do a man cast. Let's have some Bubba Swole shrimp. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Shit. Swolenormous.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. The bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. This mic on. Testing. Testicles. Testing. Testicles. Well, what's going on? Welcome, everyone, to episode 1776 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex you, flex we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and y'all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today, that's right, tonight's evening, mancast, sleevescast, Red, White, and Swolecast is brought to you by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Just a perfect time to just rage in front of the camera. All right, what's going on, fam? How are we doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Mancast. Welcome to the Daily fucking Swole. I want to just jump right into today's episode because we'll talk about it because people are still getting alerts. So we'll kind of get into this actual event that's going on tomorrow last, but you can go and join the Swole fam. I'll preface this with you could join the Swole fam over at swolenormousx.com. And right now, right now, here's what you got to do. You got to hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube and make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. And of course, you can bang your ear holes with Papa Swolio and the fam. That's right. And the Falcon. And Owen Wilson.
Wow.
All of us. You can bang your ear holes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you leave a review over there. Please, fam. Please. If you haven't left a review, I'm going to be very cross with you. I will turn this fucking podcast around. You know I will. I will turn this motherfucker around. Oh, man. You kids won't shut up in the back fucking seat. I will turn this podcast around. I've told you, if I told you once, I've told you 1,000 fucking times. Yeah. That being said, 1776. You guys know? Does anyone know? Does anyone know about the year 1776? No one? Have we forgotten our heritage? Have we forgotten who we are in this country? Methinks yes. Methinks people are distracted and allowing themselves to be distracted with shitty entertainment, with shitty food, with a shitty community, just a shitty environment. They feel like shit. Everything around them looks like shit. Their life is shit. And the past year, especially, a lot of people, they got really exposed. And the anger that people are feeling because of that exposure, they're not taking personal responsibility. As a society, we have to take responsibility for not being prepared. There's a new movement afoot. There's a new dawn on the horizon. All rise, cover your nips. Or pinch them, and pinch them real good. It's time for the busting of the nut. Ah, yes, Leo. I had no doubts. I had no doubts you would be there for us, Leo. I had no doubt in my mind that you would be here to celebrate this day with us. And for once, Leo, you are welcome to have a drink. This one's on me, Leo. You're not going to change anyway. We know you're not going to change. You're already fucked. You don't want to change, then I'm not going to change you, Leo. And I love you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. All right, we got a great one for you today. Obviously, let's get some gorillas. Let's enough with the theatrics. The standard, if you're brand new to the Mancast, you just got a big old knowledge cock just dragging across your upper lip. You certainly did. You certainly did.
He's heating up!
We're just getting started. So hashtag red, white, and swole. Drop it down below for a chance to win the card. And we will be giving that away at the end of today's episode. So again, tomorrow, we're going to get some applause going. Come on now, get them up. Get those, drop those biceps and gorillas in the comments down below. We're starting with the best. We're starting with the best. And we're going to end with the best. So we got tomorrow, two fucking morrow. Tomorrow. We're all going to make some gains tomorrow. Tomorrow's episode 1777, special event Swole TV Live. Live inside Swole TV. And also inside the private, maybe. It's definitely going to be in Swole TV. I'm actually thinking it might only be exclusively in Swole TV. Maybe. No. Or the private Facebook group. We'll do both. We'll keep Facebook in the loop for this one. Let's hope they don't ban the group. Now, we're going to go over we're going to do a live broadcast, a live viewing for Swole TV tomorrow night. So that's going to be part of a special event, Daily Swole Live. When we go balls deep tomorrow, we're going Swole TV. We're going dark. We're going nuts on chin unplugged live tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time in Swole TV in Swolenormous X. So if you want to join the Swole fam, you can go on over to swolenormousx.com and join and you will get access and be there for tomorrow's live event. It's going to be fire. Yow.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken!
Shoryuken. I love it. All right, tomorrow, 1777 tomorrow. So swolenormousx.com, and you can join the Swole fam today and get access to all that good shit. All right, we got new clips over on this channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, we got new clips up on the Daily Swole channel, and also over on the Swolenormous channel, the other one. So we got lots of channels. Make sure that you are checking them all out. So wherever you're listening to this, if you're watching on YouTube, the Daily Swole, this is where the live streams are every day. Just want to clarify that because sometimes people are asking, where do I watch the content? The Daily Swole on YouTube. The live stream goes live here every day. Also on Facebook at Swolenormous, but I recommend the YouTube experience for the chat. Most people are over there on YouTube, and there's other channels. So you can check the related channels, are usually in the show notes, and in the description box, you'll see the other channel links. Got the Swolenormous channel, got Swolenormous Pro, and also the Papa Swolio channel. So check that out if you're watching or listening. Those are where all the other shows are. So let's get into the tip, shall we? That being said, babe, just an inch, just an inch. Just cold outside. Just a little bit. It's cold outside. It's cold. Why are you still here? Go away. Go away. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Be gone. Let's do it again. Oh, I think I double hit the button. All right. All right. Party foul. You ready? Hold on. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. Much better. It's cold outside. Much better. Now I feel better. Now I feel better. Let's get into some Swole fam posts, shall we? Ooh, shout out, Josh. Ancestral supplements came in last night. Ooh, very nice. What'd you get? 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 Citrine, then you won't have any moronic questions like intermittent fasting. Oh, I'll always get those. I'll always get those. Not worried about that. Not worried about that. Those are in no short supply. I guarantee it. All right, let's get into the first post for today. There we go.
What's in the box?
This one's from a Beth. All right, so let's zoom in. Whoa. All right, Beth writes, just a tad too heavy to get that 6th rep in. But 100 pounds, you sexy beaches. Sorry for the long strap wrap at the beginning. Okay. P.S. I wanted to take a second and share with y'all that I continue my battle with depression, anxiety, suicide, self-medicating, a hubs with some issues of his own, but we are good, and a mom 12 hours away with stage 4 cervical cancer. Damn. But my therapist, a touch of medication, and the fam and papa have helped save me and make me strong. Oh, get me all emotional. So right away, fam, why do you have to do this to me? It's the opening. It's the opening one. Digging into my deep personal shit, yoga, training, eating well, and watching the fam crush it, filling my cup with powerful influence, the Swolecast and music, and establishing big-time boundaries have opened up major shit in my life. I am stronger, wiser, open. I've created 2 personal businesses on the side in addition to my other training and coaching jobs. I'm reading more, and I am improving every day on my communication as well as my focus. As out of control as the days sometimes feel, I think I have the most control of my life I've ever had. Stay strong, fam. Wow, Beth. God damn, what a post. What a post. What a post. Oh, that was fucking awesome. Oh, I love it, Beth. I love it. That's fucking awesome. Holy shit. What a post. Man, that's deep. That's deep. That hit me in the feels. That's awesome, Beth. That's awesome, Beth. Love you, girl. Keep crushing it. That's so fucking amazing. Wow. Wow. Intense. Intense. Love it. Love it. Rocking it, rocking it, rocking it. I wish these ones would be a little bit thinner so everyone can read it. All right, I'll scroll it for everyone. Because I want you to be able to read. I know you probably don't care. You're probably not reading. Just read the motherfucking thing, right? Papa Swole, yeah, read the fucking thing. Jess Peachy, hi everyone. I joined about a month ago and I've only just started being consistent within the last couple of weeks. All right, I hate that scrolling. I'm not gonna do that anymore. No excuses left, just have to do the damn thing. All right, indeed. Indeed. Sorry, I tried to do some like kind of scrolling fancy shit. Like right from the start, I tried to be fancy. I know. It sucks. It sucks.
That's fucking bullshit.
I know, I won't do that again. I know, that was bad. I tried to scroll it and it just looked choppy. It's going to give someone like a seizure. All right, fuck that. All right, Jess Peachy, keep crushing it, girl. Let's see. Jessica from the private Swole fam, a Facebook group. Hey fam, so I'm currently in week 4 of the 90-day dash and I normally do my workouts first thing in the morning. Well, today I ended up having to go to a dentist appointment, which ended up taking all day. When I finally got home and ate dinner, I was ready to just sit down and relax. I opened up Facebook and the first post I saw was a Swole fam post. Immediately, I remembered I didn't do any workouts today. I started coming up with as many excuses to not get up and go work out. I even told myself that I'll just do 2 workouts tomorrow. But I just kept hearing Papa Swolio's voice in my head talking about how important consistency is, even when you don't want to do anything. So I got up off my ass and completed my workout, and I feel great. Honestly, I'm so thankful to have the community. If I didn't see that post, I probably would have forgot my workout, and if I remembered, then I probably wouldn't have held myself accountable. This really does work. Anyways, I'll stop rambling now. Thanks. These are like...
Fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Hadouken!
Fucking Catalina wine!
Shoryuken!
God, I love the soundboard so much. Oh, I love it. It cracks me up. Man, these posts, we're off to a great start today. Holy Wednesday. Holy Wednesday, more gorillas. Look at that. Look at that. Kept hearing my voice in her head talking about how important consistency is, even when you don't want to do anything. So I got up off my ass and completed my workout, and I feel great. And this is another reminder that it's not whether or not you had your... Too often, I think everyone's expecting, one, instant gratification and just quick results. People are expecting shit to happen really fast. Nothing worth having is going to happen fast. You have to work for shit. You have to be really patient. And patience is a real struggle. Making long-term investments in your health is really like how you'll invest. Think about how people invest in retirement. Think about it. Like when you think about like a financial portfolio, for example, you have different types of risk. You have high risk investments and low risk investments, but you're making investments in your future nonetheless, right? Whatever investments you make, whether it's real estate or buying stocks or a house or something like that, whatever it is. I said real estate and a house, whatever it is. You all know what I'm talking about. You have savings, you do your thing. So all of these things, these are investments long-term. Any kind of long-term, when you think long-term, when you think about your future, what you want. So you have to think about your health. That's exactly what it is. You don't see returns right away. You're not going to see it. It's not instant gratification. Most things that have instant gratification is probably just some kind of, it's the hierarchy of needs. And it's like usually a proxy for suppressing our own sexual instincts as a species and suppressing them in like office buildings when usually humans just want to like run around and fuck and, populate more. It's like everyone's just sexually repressed and just zoned out with drugs and fucking stupid media. Everyone's just completely jacked up and twisted. So where was I? I'm rambling. But anyway, it all comes down to those investments you make long-term. So you need to make sure that you're making those proper choices. Everything's connected. Everything's connected. Your nutrition, everything, you have to be consistent. Think about this as a long-term investment, right? Long-term investment. You make better decisions. You make better decisions and you actually execute, because if you're thinking long-term, if you're thinking long-term, you can only get so much done in one day, right? You can only get so much done in one day. You can't build all the muscle that you want in one day. You can't lose all the fat that you want in one day. It's more about, it's all about the habits that you're building every day. That's going to do those little things incrementally every day, enough to the point where you're on autopilot. And before you know it, you have amazing results. And it's just what you do. That's what my life is. If I skip one day from resistance training because I was busy, but I did 15 minutes of mobility, I'm fine. I'll get a little bit more recovery and I'll crush it tomorrow. I still did my workout. I was still consistent. I still ate healthy. I still meditate. I still drank water. I did everything, but just time didn't allow, or I slept in or whatever it was. And it is what it is. It's one fucking day. It's one fucking day. And that doesn't mean that you make excuses to put it off until tomorrow. But there comes a time when you've created so much momentum that all you do, you're just downshifting a gear. Maybe you're on the highway. It's literally the highway of life. And this is not to be a cliche, but what is it like driving from Florida to across country or all the way up 95 or something? When you're on the highway, what's it like when you're driving through different cities? Sometimes you're in the middle of fucking nowhere and you'll drive 70 miles an hour and you'll literally drive for an hour without seeing anything, like not even a light, you know? It just fucking road, nothing, not even an animal, just you driving. And then sometimes you're in bumper to bumper traffic. So sometimes you have to downshift. Sometimes you have to drop down to 35. Sometimes there's an accident. You have to detour a little bit. It's all it is. You just have to change your approach sometimes. Sometimes you just need to do a little bit more mobility for a while because you're just physiologically burnt out and you're not managing other things in your life and it's interfering with your training and it's just snowballing and you have to take a step back and let me just focus on yoga, or let me focus on meditation a lot more. Then you come right back. Taking like a week off from doing heavy resistance training is not going to be, it's not going to be something that you lose all your gains. Sometimes you just need to intermittently to use intermittent fasting.
Yow.
Actually use it positively, to intermittently tweak things. That's good. Keep your body like an undulating program. It doesn't have to be consistent all the time. I tweak my shit up a little bit subtly every week or two. And it's just enough to keep me stimulated psychologically and keep me making progress and hitting different areas in different ways. And I pivot when I need to pivot, but I've just learned it's practice. So just some extra thoughts going a little bit extra deep, but hashtag red, white, and swole in the comments down below for a chance to win today's swole card. We do have another Swole fan post. There you go, Mike. There you go. Mike Miller, I've had to step back and almost start from scratch while I rehab my back. Swole Mastery is coming. I'm super handy for that red, white, and swole. Nice.
Yow.
Good to hear, Mike.
Yow.
Good to hear. All right. This next post is from Yawn. No, it's from John. This post is for my peeps having a rough day, maybe even a challenging week. Maybe you're not progressing at home. Maybe you're not progressing at some biased, desirable rate you put on yourself. Even worse, you're a bit tighter than your last yoga session or frustrated you're not lifting as heavy as last week. Seriously, take a moment and look around you. Nothing but an endless sea of neglect and excuses. The difference between you and the masses is purpose. My favorite Papa Swolio quote ever is, "Change doesn't take time, it takes commitment." And honestly, that's not even my quote. That's one of the swole cards on the wall, I believe. I think I definitely have that on the wall. But I think you can Google that. I don't think it's not my quote. I just love it. I love that quote. Think about it. Change doesn't take time, it takes commitment. And this is kind of this is the quote that I brought that concept of when I'm saying, if you start and you just don't stop, right? Like it's only if you quit. It's only if you quit. Just don't quit. It takes commitment. Does it take 21 days to build a habit or just today and you never fucking do it again? one day. It takes one day if you commit like 100%. And if you don't, then it didn't take long enough. Your habit might take 65 days. Okay. If you've been doing something for 1,000 straight days, what did it do? Did it take 900 days? Did it take 50 days? Did it take 15 days? Get fucked. If you quit after 4,000 days, well, then you had a 4,000 day habit. So then you can say it takes 4,000 days. I know they're probably averaging it. They did studies and whatever. Who cares? The point being, some people just quit shit. Some people just quit drinking or quit smoking. Some people, it takes years. It's like, it takes what it takes, but it can change real quick if you really commit to it. John continues. It's not to take your smoke, John. I love that quote. That's why I said it originally. My favorite quote ever is, change doesn't take time, it takes commitment. But everything I'm discussing here, purpose, commitment, each and every one of the 7 pillars are not linear, nor never will be. Anticipation and expectations are tricky. They're manipulative. Fuck them both. What are you doing today so many others haven't done or ever will? There is no, quote, see you on the other side, end quote, merely daily practice and execution. Exactly 100%. 100%. That's wonderful, John. Thank you so much for writing that. Fucking perfect. Perfect. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. From Sean. All right, fam. I took everyone's advice and damn, I'm glad I did. Got 2 pounds of cow femur from my local butcher. Followed the recipe from the member kitchen and drinking some lovely bone broth to start my day. Thanks again for all the advice to just make it myself. And that's wonderful. Looking good. Looking good. Enjoy. Oh, looking good, fam. Looking good, Sean. And our last one is from Sherry. On vacation for 2 weeks in Alabama. Took my bands, mat, and 25-pound kettlebell. I can get a lot done with this. Keep kicking ass, fam. I love it. Take it on the road.
All you can.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it does make sense. She took her fucking weights and her mat. She prioritized. And prioritizing, that's what's going to keep you consistent, right? Community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency. Just got to nail it. It's consistency. It's pillar number 7. You're doing it. That's the one that you forge every day. You're always rebuilding it. You're always working on it because you're making it out of fucking sand and it's collapsing all the time. Because if you break for a day, yeah, it does mean that you were not consistent for a day. Now, it might happen for one reason or another, but the question is, are you right back on it when you don't? If I get super busy or I have an emergency and I don't get to lift today, then 12 hours, I will lift again. I shall lift again if I wake up, right? Which is going to be a positive. Like, understand that you might, one day you're not going to. So you just make it a habit. You just do it the next day. Just don't keep pushing it off and lying to yourself and act like you don't. Well, I just kept on saying that for 5 months. Well, I just took 5 months off. No, you know what I'm saying? You obsessively execute that task and you make it part of your day, right? I do my meditation, I do my mobility, and then I have my coffee or my bone broth, whatever I'm in the mood for. Sometimes I just don't want coffee. I just feel good. It's not a requirement. So anyway, it's like a nice little treat after getting my morning habit done. And guess what? It fucking works. A little reward, something that I enjoy, bone broth or coffee, and then I fucking do it every day. And I have to do it because if I don't do it, then I don't get my bone broth or coffee. So I fucking do it so I can, fine. And it's tremendously improved my mobility and my attention to my joint health. Yeah, it's been great. It's been fantastic. Let's take a couple questions before we get into a couple Duke posts. We'll take one or maybe like one or a short question session because we got some good shit posts. I want to really lean into it. So hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. If you got a question, I'll read a couple questions here and then we'll get right into some dookie. Let's see. Let's take a couple comments here. Josh, took me only 1 day to commit to quit drinking, and here it is over 5 years later. There you go, buddy. Damn, good for you. Let's see, Matt F92. I've been focusing on getting my health in order, and yesterday I went to the doctor. My blood pressure is normal now, and I'm losing weight and getting my swole on. Hell yeah, Matt. Love to hear, bro. Nice. Oh, it's fucking fantastic. Yeah, it's amazing. All right. Bam. Let's see here. Fox. Papa, my sis is 19 and obese and has been since childhood. She's been losing weight, but she doesn't eat for 2 days, then eats one meal. I want to help her without driving her away. She says she forgets to eat. Ugh. So, I mean, what is she eating? What is she eating at that one meal? And it could very much be a lie. She could be eating constantly throughout the day and just be on autopilot. Some people call like a 6-hour window one meal and they just continuously graze and they just I mean, if she's losing weight, but I agree with I'd agree with Citrine in the comments. I mean, therapy for sure. I'm just guessing here. I mean, definitely not giving you any advice. This is a medical thing. I mean, if she's obese, I mean, she needs to go to a doctor. She needs to get blood work. She needs to get everything checked out because if she's obese since her entire life, like what's her nutrition like? Well, look at that shit. All right. This is a follow-up. She's basically whatever she wants for that one meal. Like what? Like what do you consider a meal? An eating window? I mean, you do realize like when you go to a fancy restaurant or something, it's like a meal might be 4 hours long. You get the entree, the hors-d'oeuvres, let me have some bread rolls, and then you have this, and then you have your salad with ranch dressing and cheese all over it and your fucking cheese soup, and then you eat your fucking fried whatever, and then you have dessert, which is 1,000 calories. You know, if she's having a 6-course meal, it could be like 5,000 calories. You know what I'm saying? She's on the snake diet. I've heard of that before. I've never actually looked into it. Let's see, Fox. I'm just not sure. Hold on a second. Bring up the comment. God damn it. I'm just not sure how to help her without her trying to push me away. Oh, she'll eat cookies, something from McDonald's, sometimes salads. She doesn't really limit herself on anything. Well, she's just stuffing her face. So she's definitely, like, how much weight has she lost? She's definitely not healthy, obviously. She's eating crap. I mean, it's really hard to like, why did she choose that? Why did she choose that eating style? Do you live with her? She needs therapy. She needs a professional. She needs someone that like literally can really dig into this. Cause I mean, what you're telling me is just, I don't know how much weight she's losing. It's just not a healthy approach. That's an easy one. That's obviously not a healthy approach. Let me move on to another question, but you can continue the discussion in the comments. Let's see. Bella Bloody Queen, is it possible to stretch and increase flexibility while weight training. Yeah, sure. It's going to depend a lot on, different factors and how you train. If you're trying to improve flexibility, you definitely want to make sure you're balancing out the muscles and you're doing corrective exercises and creating all those postural imbalances, because you can definitely compound tightness. Like if you're already too internally rotated, or you have some kind of upper cross syndrome, if you have like protraction, you have some elevation, you have internal rotation. If you're all kind of like wrapped up, you're at a desk a lot, you're driving in a car a lot, if your hips are all super tight, you might want to avoid certain exercises or prioritize other ones to amplify the correction rather than just try to lift heavy with some exercise, maybe, because you're going to have compensations is my point. So it depends on what your starting point is. So you don't want to compound those compensations and exercise with poor form and have poor muscle activation, risk injury, or just poor improvements and bad habits. You want to make sure that you work on better posture from the start. So that's why it's so easy for me to recommend yoga. And that's why in Swolenormous X, that's why all our programs fully integrate yoga and prioritize yoga and mobility, because whether you're already mobile, it's a great framework and it will keep you consistent with your mobility and with your yoga practice. And if you've never done yoga and you're really jacked up and you should be doing a lot of mobility before you start a strength training program, the programs in Swolenormous X ramp up so slow, but properly. Like they ramp up quickly, but slowly, like according to everyone's needs, your individual needs, where you can customize it, but focuses on that mobility from the start. So it makes sure it universally on-ramps people, whether they're more advanced or never worked out in their life. So it's a very scalable approach. And that's why it's important. That's why we always recommend here yoga and, mobility, but that's why yoga is such an easy one, because it naturally seeks to balance the body. So. All right. Excellent. It's Wayne's World. Let's get into some, let's see if there's any questions here. Any idea on how to, let me see. I'm trying to find out. Let me see what the sister situation is. I want to help you, Fox. I just don't, this sounds like a very complicated situation. It just doesn't sound like, I know what you're asking, but there's a lot of factors like on how you might approach it next. Like, I don't know what your relationship is like. She'll eat cookies. Something's from McDonald's. Okay, you said that already. She's down about 40 to 50 pounds so far. She says she just forgets to eat. I don't live with her. She lives with my parents, who are also obese. Well, who knows? I mean, that means they're all around garbage food. That means she's just around garbage food all the time. She's definitely eating more than she thinks she is. She's just eating less than her body needs to survive, and she's lost some weight. She's just starving herself. She's starving herself and then binge eating. That's not any kind of fasting protocol with the way that she's eating. I mean, I'm not going to speak for all the different, there's probably so many different styles. People do alternate day or 2 days a week, but it doesn't matter. If you do a fasting protocol, even if you're into that, you still need to be eating quality foods when you fucking eat. You're not just starving yourself and eating crap food, because when she's eating, if she's eating McDonald's, she's not getting nutrients anyway. She's not getting quality food. She's not getting everything that she needs. She's eating garbage and sucking down vegetable oils and seed oils, and she's getting all these processed carbs and sugar. She's fucking eating sugar and garbage fat. Sugar and garbage fat. Perfect combination where you don't find it in nature. This is why it's so important. This is why when you're eating food, think about it. Humans, hunter-gatherers, when you're hunting, tell me what you eat on an animal. Let's say you kill a bison. Where's the sugar? Where's the sugar? You eat fat and protein together. That's what you eat. That's why there's fat with the protein. There's no sugar there, maybe some muscle glycogen, but you know my point. Yes, you can make sugar from amino acids. Yes, gluconeogenesis exists. Fine. You get what I'm saying. There's no mango in a ribeye steak. There's no pineapple in there. And I'm not saying, and fruit's great, but I'm saying I'm talking about, there's no high fructose corn syrup either. Point being, you're getting your fruit from a tree. Your sugar is getting from a tree when it's seasonal, certain types of fruit. in certain quantities, certain times a year. And you're hunting the animals and eating them, eating all their body parts. Yum. So anyway, you know, she needs to be eating better. But so the quality of the food still matters. Fox continues, I'm just very worried about her health as well as the rest of my family. I don't want her going down the path I did. It's so hard because you can't save everyone. You can't, even if it's your sister. It's crazy how people that are closest to you usually don't listen to you. I'm just thinking. I was actually just thinking. It's a tough one. Last part. We were close. We definitely fight like siblings. She's definitely the type to not want to listen to me because I became healthy and expressed my worry for my fam. I mean, so she's like resentful and feels betrayed and feels like you're insulting her. You think you're better than her. Maybe there's something in there. That's so tough. It's absolutely right, Matt, in the comments. She has to want it for herself. It's so true. Like you're not there. If you're not living, like if you were living with her and she was, you know, living in your place, you just like bottom line, she has to want to, because she's the one that has to be there with herself. You just have to lead by example, I guess. Lead by example and don't pressure her. I would say maybe even ignore it. I don't know. Maybe just not, when I say ignore it, like, let me just ask you, Fox, how often do you talk or communicate with your sister? Like who initiate? I'm just curious. This is not advice, like counseling. Obviously. All right. First off, the fact that I even just have to say, by the way, this is not fucking professional counseling advice. I am not wearing a shirt. I'm wearing a fucking bandana. We're literally in the knowledge cock portion of the fucking Daily Swole, a show. So the fact that I even said that is kind of hysterical in itself. Literally when I just hit buttons over here.
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
So I don't think anyone's confusing this with like, you know, some sort of like clinical session. So let us continue. How often do you communicate with your sister? How often do you communicate with her? So I'll leave it here because we got to move on to the next section, but how often do you communicate with her? All right. Okay. Nah, let's stay here for a second. We talk almost every single day. Okay. Stay on, keep typing. Who initiates the conversations? Who initiates the contact? So you talk almost every single day. So is it like a lot of back and forth or just like a, hey, what's up? Is it a call? Is it a text? I'm just curious. Here's my thinking. We talk almost every single day. Okay. I'm curious as to who initiates the conversation. Who initiates the discussions? Like who's the first texter? Who's the more chatty one in the conversations? All right. Fox, sometimes her, but mostly me. Calls, texts, FaceTimes, memes. Good. That's good. You're going to pull back. You're going to pull back. You're going to stop texting her so much. Not too much. You know, you have to go like cold and be like, what's wrong? No, like slowly, gradually, just don't be short. Girls know, like when you're like all of a sudden, like you text now everyone knows another language, right? Everyone knows a social media language. Just stop responding so quickly. Don't respond with so much. Just slowly start to like lose interest in the bullshit that she's like, you know, she's trashing her health. just slowly kind of losing it. Like it's just because it doesn't matter if it's relatives, like family, it's great, but they have to want it for themselves. And if you're kind of moving on, and I'm not saying like if you're kind of like your paths are separated, that's your environment. I know it's someone who you're related to, but it might not be your family. I mean, people separate. People stop talking. You're just a human being. You're just a human being. So don't feel like you have to be dealing with all of her issues or feed into this crap, literally and figuratively, because you are moving on. It's okay to be moving on with your life. It's okay to be moving forward and take care of your health. Because even if you're talking to her about other stuff and you know she's not taking care of herself and she's doing it like shitty, it's like she needs a wake-up call. And if eventually she does bring it up, it's like you should be inviting her over for food or coming over and cooking. Like, hey, I want to come over and cook a meal, but make sure you're doing it healthy, but you're doing it authentically from a real place. Because, you know, it'll be obvious that you're shifting forward. And as you keep on thriving and feeling amazing and you're just enjoying your life, it's like you have to forge your own path. Just some thoughts. But I would stop initiating so much contact and so much engagement with her bad behaviors. Just don't put effort into it. Don't go above and beyond. Just kind of, you know, it'll come up eventually, but you have to act that way. You can't just you can't just ignore and be like, oh my God, she just trashes her health. Like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Like if she's not going to listen to you, or you're afraid she won't, have you actually brought this up? I don't even know. Have you said that you brought it up or she won't change? Or do you keep on nagging? Like, have you brought it up before and how much? I don't even know. This is a whole session here. I was enjoying it though. Tell me about your mother. Lie down on the couch. Anyway. All right. I don't really know how well the connection is. We all here? Is everyone just listening? Everyone's just listening to, I don't know, an evening with the Swole fam, lying on the couch, analysis. All right, we'll get into some shit posts. Maybe we'll continue a little bit more. But I just think in general, because you are, I think in general, you just have to understand that you're kind of going down different paths, and your environment, you know, based on the 7 pillars, if your community, that's your sister. You're talking to her almost every day. You're keeping this shit in your life. I don't care if she has similar DNA from the same vagina. It's like, oh, you both came out of the same vagina. That's great. People are people. You can still, you know, care about her, but you can't let yourself be dragged down. This is my point. So whatever severity that is for you, it's like sometimes you need to slap across the tits and realize, shit, I gotta get my life moving forward. I gotta start surrounding myself with more positive energy, is how a lot of people refer to it. But I think it's completely true. Cerny, sometimes you just have to let go for your own mental health. Sad but true. I agree. And coming from Cerny, we've talked about all these issues before, right? Cerny, I mean, how many, like hundreds of episodes, if not thousands at this point, have you been here? You've heard all these stories. And not in a bad way. It's just like you have great advice. And it's true. And again, this is one of the things that you don't realize until you're old enough to be like, oh, and you tell, and then it's like your grandparents or your great grandparents are saying like, when I was your age, I wish, and you're like, okay, whatever. And then you realize, oh shit. Oh, fuck. I get it. Like all of a sudden, oh, fuck. Everyone's had that moment. Everyone's had that fucking moment. I keep having them now and again. All of a sudden something happens. You're like, oh, I remember that 30 years ago when I was advised not to, oh, right. That. Oh, now I get it. Perspective. Let's see. Fox. Where's that? Where's that? At least you're wearing something bright blue in your profile picture, so I can see it. I could bring it up pretty easy. There we go. I mentioned when she told me that she should definitely. Let's see. I mentioned when she told me that she should definitely eat more because I am worried she wasn't eating enough. Right, but how'd she react? Yeah, right, Dr. Swolio. Grass-fed beef, sweet potatoes, couple scoops of stop being a beesh, unless you want COVID to get you. Well, that's a good one. That's good. Let's see. Thank you so much for this advice, Pop. I know there's nothing I can really do, but all the advice and laughs from the Swole fam really help keep me going and optimistic. Right away in the Swole. Oh. Oh, Fox. Oh, Fox. You're welcome. Yeah, sometimes it's just something that you have to kind of look. Bottom line, a lot of people don't think this way. It's always about, oh, what can I do for them? What can I do? We're raised sometimes, I guess, like the last generation or our culture, we're just raised to think that we have to. I don't know. I think it's seriously based on it's based on survival. It's based when your family was literally the tribe. There's like 15 people huddled around tents in the woods hunting buffalo and shit. You know, and actually hunting creatures. Like who you were born to is literally the only people that you knew. You're just like a fucking small tribe. And then now we're stacked all on top of each other. Family doesn't mean the same type of thing. I'm saying, but it pulls against our natural evolution. I'm not saying don't care about your family. What I'm saying is people still need to have personal responsibility. Just when we're surrounded with so much ease and stuff that we're not evolved to actually, like all our needs, like we've evolved over millennia to fight for survival. Like to be afraid fucking all the time. To be afraid all the time, to be always looking for food, always like worrying about starvation, babies dying fucking all the time, easily. Like we live in everyone's worried about different bubbles, right? When it comes to investments and the real estate bubble or the stock bubble and this, we are in a civilization bubble. Bubbles fucking burst. All you gotta do is have a comet, some fucking meteor, a volcano blows up, there's a solar flare and all the power in the entire fucking world goes out. Like we're in just a civilization bubble. We have everything easy. It's just fucking easy. Everything is easy. We have none of our most important needs are ever, or especially in the United States, are rarely unmet. And if you can't meet them yourself with the basics, then the government fucking meets them for you to an extent. I'm not saying everyone has it equal. This is not that kind of a show or a comment. Point is, lots of people got cell phones and you can't eat a fucking cell phone. You can't, well, I guess you could wipe your ass with a cell phone. You can't drink a cell phone. So I'll leave that there, but yeah. A lot of Swolosophy on today's episode. But considering it's 1776, what the fuck, this fucking country, fam? I know, Falcon. I know.
USA, greatest country in the world.
Greatest country in the world. Thank you, Borat. Let's get into some fucking shitpost, shall we?
What's in the box?
All's deep action.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
That's deep. Aha. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we'll keep up with that story, Fox. We wish you the best, but I definitely recommend that you kind of pull back a little bit, focus on yourself. In other words, we're so programmed to focus on our family's survival and the people closest to us. My point that I don't think I actually finished before, that I'll just cap off now, you need to focus on your own survival first. And if you're not, and just, I think you underestimate, honestly, how much this brings you down and how much it drags you down and how much it's actually pulling you under, because it's a lot of energy. You're thinking about it now. You're talking to her. You're trying to get her. You're always thinking about when you talk to her. You're concerned about it. It's weighing you down. So you need to like either say what you're going to say and lay it all fucking out. Like, be honest with her and like, boom, like drop the fucking bomb and fucking lay it on her and that boom. Or just kind of like, yeah, kind of pull back into your own world, invite her place. Like if you want to like, hey, I'm going to the gym or I'm doing this, like I want to go for a walk. I'm going to the park. I just, you know, you're really into walking, invite her. And if she doesn't want to go, then just fucking look, I'll do it myself. And she doesn't want to do it. And then she'll see how you're doing better. And maybe she'll want to do it for herself and join you. You can offer a few invitations and then just be like, all right, and stop. Like maybe you go, how about this? What if you're going walking every day? What if you start this like habit of you're going, that's right. I don't know how close you are to her. I know you said she doesn't live with you. I was going to say you start like a regular habit and then she'll know it's a regular habit. Even if she says no, she'll know you do that. I don't know. Maybe she'll want to come along. You keep on offering. Whatever. I don't know. Yeah, please update us. That'd be sweet. Curious. I don't know. Something feels like, I don't know. Every once in a while you get a feeling like, maybe we can get that to work. You never know. But yeah, she still got to want to do it herself. Let's see what's in the box again. Let's do another round.
What's in the box?
Lead by example. Yvonne's got it right. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got? Kenzie Brenna. Oh, all right. Oh, hey, stop. Hold on.
He's heating up!
All right, stop whining. Come on, sit down.
Come on, stop whining.
Now, no comments about, okay, don't be like, ew, all right, enough. Okay, enough. Not that you were doing that, but it's the content of this post. All right. On the left, she took a picture saying, these are the captions. On the left, she's overweight and borderline obese. You know, not overweight, whatever. I don't care. I don't care about the semantics. All right. On the left, she's bigger on the right than the left. But she says in the caption, I'm proud that I've gained weight. And on the right, she says, I'm proud that I've gained weight. So on the left, she was already trying to gain weight. And then on the right, she gained a ton of weight. In other words, she's saying she's happy she gained weight. In other words, she's happy that she got obese. She's obese. All right. Now, above this picture on the right, it says, please read through before you, quote, health concern me. So this is not to make fun of someone for being obese. I have to show this so you have context. Okay. I have to show you this so you can have context. All right. So here is, yeah, right. Those photos are fine, right? Those photos, again, the hypocrisy, right? Those photos are fine, but I can't show, right? You can look at that too, right? These pictures are fine on Instagram, right? For example. But then if I post a transformation photo, the thumbnail gets freaking nixed. But she can, show a reverse transformation. Now, but here's where it gets straight up evil. She writes, this is the caption. Weight has nothing to do with my morals, my character, or my ethics. No shit. No shit. Don't even use that. We know. Okay? Okay. It's not my morals, my character. Fine. We know that. It doesn't change. Diabetes doesn't know that either. Weight has everything to do with my gravitational relationship to the earth. Yeah, and how your body functions, but okay. So you could say I'm pretty stoked on all aspects of my journey. It took me a while to understand that my weight and I were separate. What? I am not my weight. Are you talking about your ego? I don't identify with my weight. Irrelevant? Who I am is so much more than what I weigh. Irrelevant. Obviously true, like a fact, like common sense, but irrelevant. Okay. It gets worse. I'm so proud of my body doing what it needs to do. I'm so proud of how far I've come. I'm so proud that I feel no shame. I would after I wrote this. Good Lord. No one cared about my health when I was thin. Wait, was that the first picture? You saying you're thin? All right, hold on a second. No one cared about my health when I was thin and unhealthy. Okay, I hope she's not referring to the picture on the left. of her being thin. So I don't really know how far back that goes. I mean, maybe she had like an eating disorder, like she was like rail thin, and then she's compensating by being morbidly obese and pretending like that's fine too. I don't know the whole story here. Just putting that out there. Let's see. No one cared about my health when I was thin. All right, hold on a second. No one cared about my health when I was thin. Okay, I'll read this paragraph. I'll read this sentence and then no one cared about my health when I was thin and unhealthy. And so I really don't buy the whole I care about your health now that you're fat and unhealthy. Irrelevant. I'm going to tell you why it's irrelevant in a moment. Okay. Health has nothing to do with this conversation and everything to do with how people perceive fat people. Moving along, I love me. Hashtag gaining weight is cool.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Hashtag weight gain, hashtag eating disorder recovery. So you're going to say gaining weight is cool, eating disorder recovery. I'm sorry, but recovery from fucking what? Where's that eating disorder recovery? You currently have an eating disorder. Is this picture on the left? Are you considering that thin, or is that because you were anorexic and you've compensated by obviously binge eating and you're replacing one disorder with another? Now, here's the part. Your body is doing what it needs to do. It's storing fat because of your nutrition and your daily habits. You're so proud of how far you've come. You've gained weight unnecessarily. I'm so proud that I feel no shame. I think shame is very powerful and important to keep people on track and their best interests in mind. I think you should have a certain level of shame, but internally for personal self-growth, just my opinion on the matter. When she writes here, no one cared about my health when I was thin and unhealthy, and so I really don't buy the whole blah, blah, blah. Right here, I can't highlight it at the moment, but no one cared about my health when I was thin. You have to care about your health. Since when does it fucking matter what anyone else cares about? You are the only one, because you might be the only one. So you need to be at least the only one. And no one's going to care more about your health or should care more about your health than you. What the fuck is wrong with you? What in the actual fuck is wrong with you? No one cared about my health when I was thin. It doesn't fucking matter. No one cared about my health when I was fat. It doesn't fucking matter. No one cared what time I woke up in the morning. No one fucking cared. Why should they? Fucking why should they? No one cared about my health. Good. Good. At least, I guess you did. So that's good. Why aren't you caring about your health now? Instead of burning yourself alive, you'd rather drown in the middle of the ocean? Like, you change your situation, but you're not improving the fucking landscape, not improving the outcome. It ain't going to turn out well either way. Yeah, if anything, yeah, I agree with you, Ren. She should care. All I'm saying is, look, if you're posting this trash online, I'm responding to it. If anything, they defer, they negate. But I don't know how many people are calling this bullshit fucking out specifically. So you post this, boom, I'll fucking cancel it. This is the Matrix. You're going to be a 0, I'm going to be a 1. Boom. King me, biatch. I don't know why that was like binary checkers, but okay. Interesting.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
So that's it. That's it. No one cared about your health because no one needs to. Fucking no one needs to. Why should they? Why should they? They shouldn't. They just don't fucking need to. They shouldn't. Let's take some questions on this one. That was juicy. Let's just take some comments on this and we'll pop away this Swole card here. Let's see here. Mike, it's hilarious that these people talk about their bodies like it's something separate. I know. It ain't separate. Why is it? Why, right? Why? It's not separate. She's talking about how she identifies. All right. She's like, I am not my body fat. Okay. Your consciousness is not your body. Oh, how do you know? Number one, are you going to start answering the questions that human beings have been asking for since the beginning of our existence? Are you going to just answer that in an Instagram post? The point is, it's not the fat. I don't know. People think that they're absorbing fat from the outside. There's absorbing fat from around them. Like, it's not they're absorbing fat. It's an outcome of your habits. It's an outcome of your daily fucking habits. It's an outcome of what you do every day. It's an outcome of who you are as an individual. Yeah, genetics play a role. We'll figure that out more and more. Don't act like it's all genetics. You don't know. Just because you've heard the word genetics on a fucking TV show like CSI, don't act like you know what genetics can and can't do right now. Don't act like you know all the details of how you can the outcome in 2020, the outcome of what certain genetics will do extrapolated over an individual's lifetime with trillions of variables. What the fuck are you talking about? It's genetics. Oh, okay. Wow. That's a nice one. You just fucking threw a dart and see where it fucking lands. Oh, genetics. I don't understand that. Most people don't. It's genetics. Yeah, we're just masters of genetics now. We're just absolutely masters. We could just do everything. God, people watch way too many fucking movies. Way too many fucking movies. Same shit with I don't know where I'm ranting, but same thing with all the, the cops and the brutality, as if like people can just, why did he shoot them 9 times? Because have you ever been to a shooting range? Have you ever been to a shooting range? If you have, you try a grouping. You try a grouping under fucking pressure while moving and having a moving target. And who knows what other combination of environmental factors and concerns. It's fucking unreal. Give me a break. You're lucky if out of 9 shots, you're lucky if you hit the person fucking twice. In so many cases. That's why you take 9, because the chance of you hitting them, period, is a fucking stroke of, it's so hard. And obviously if you train all the time, but it's like, yeah. I mean, look at this, right? Think about this. I'm going to go down this rabbit hole for a little bit because I think it's important. Understanding about shooting. Think about police officers. Think about cops, right? Think about the NBA. There's the NBA and there's LeBron James and there's James Harden. I only know a couple of basketball players' names, right? Steph Curry. Who knows? I don't know who's good now. I'm getting to that age. Like, I don't even know who you kids follow these days. Those basketball players, the hoops and the foosball. So yeah, and those people, those individuals like LeBron James and the like stand out. You don't even know half the players' names. You don't know 97% of the people's fucking names. You know a couple people, right? You know a couple people that are starters and maybe 1 or 2 people that are in like some kind of like cheating scandal on like TMZ. Right? So that's what you know. The same thing with cops. You have people that are fucking, that you have people in the police force that sit the bench, and you have fucking LeBron James out there. And then you have everyone versus everyone else. And it's not versus. People need to take some more responsibility to not be pieces of shit too. Like, I mean, take some responsibility. Like, why are you in that situation? Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Why are you in this situation? Seriously. Why are you in that situation? How the fuck did this actually come to pass? Where were you where this happened? Yes, there are instances that are fucking atrocious out there in all of history, in so many ways, in so many wars. And so, like, give me a fucking break. Like, this world is just, that's what happens when you have it too easy. That's what happens when you're so separated from reality. That's what happens when you're really separated from harm. That's what happens when you're really separated from war. That's what happens when you have things hand or spoon fed. You know, I had a great life. I know many people that have great lives. And it's all perspective too. So one person's amazing life could be with someone else's misery. That's why money doesn't buy happiness and all this other shit. So that all being said, you know, we're separated from anything that's a struggle in so many cases. You might lose your job and feel like, oh my God, the world's over, but you have a roof over your head. You still have food. You have skills that you can parlay. And some people don't have food or fucking clean water. So it's like just no perspective. And I'm not saying I'm the most worldly individual and traveled the globe. I haven't. But I fucking know it exists and I see it. And I read about it and I listen to it. It's true. It's fucking facts. We live in a great country. 1776. Fuck, I'm telling you, fam. I'm telling you. Again.
USA, greatest country in the world.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
Except for the AIDS, all right? Except for the AIDS. I mean, it's a great country, but I mean, it gets a little AIDSy now and again. All right, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. In other words, can't we all just get along? Seriously, everyone needs to take personal responsibility. There are a lot of fucking dumb fucking people that put themselves in stupid fucking situations and then things go sideways because they make dumb fucking, they just don't understand. It starts with the parents. It starts with everyone that's popping out kids that has like a fucking double-digit IQ. It's like, I'm not saying we sterilize people. I'm saying we need more education. And we have that with technology. And we have that with, you know, what's coming with finance and stuff. So it's coming. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. So the big shift has arrived and we're just in the middle of it. That's why it's so confusing, because there's a big change coming. But we need to come together. And the idea, and I think that's one of the things, like the brand, because America, Red, White, and Swole, it's a brand. United States is a brand. So here's the thing. If you don't like the way it is, if it has like a band, so guess what it is? Guess what this is? It's a fucking rebranding. It's a rebranding. Companies get bought all the time and they change up the branding. Nike gets bought and then does a whole new marketing campaign. America just needs to do a fucking rebranding, a new remarketing campaign. It's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm taking the flag. I'm taking it with me. I'm taking it with me. I'm taking it with us. You can't have the flag. You can keep the government. Fuck that shit. We get the flag, baby. We get those ideals. We'll take it. You know, that shit. Right? That's exactly what happened. The people still exist. Right? It's in who we trust. Wherever the trust goes, there's your America. There's your United States of America. For some reason, you just got to say it like that. You got to say the United States of America. You got to really sink into it. USA, baby. You just got to lean into that right there. USA. Greatest country in the world. Oh, yeah. I'm fucking ready, man. USA. 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 All right. Let's see here. We got some Swole card time. Now, red, white, and Swole.
Yow. Yow.
All right. America. Fuck yeah. Where are we here? Bam, bam. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. All right. So, fam. Let's see. Today's Swole card. Today's Swole card, as someone called it earlier. Today's Swole card goes to Beth. I think Booger Bubble, I think you called it at the beginning. You're like, it sounds like That was a strong opener. It was a strong opener. But Beth, you deserve today's Swole card. Much love for myself and the Swole fam. I think everyone would agree. Abso-fucking-lutely. It was an amazing post, so I'm not going to go through and read it again. That was at the beginning of today's episode. But thank you so much, Beth, for the amazing words. You are awesome. And I know you've been dealing with a lot of shit. I know you've been putting up with a lot. But the fact that you've done it. You've done it yourself. The Swole fam, I mean, I love every single one of you. And the fact that you are taking your experience and others' experiences, and this is what you got to do. And that's what community is all about, is just pulling from your existing pool of resources. But that's why this dense concentration of positivity and that inspiration for personal self-growth, that's why it just keeps on regenerating, because as each one of us gets that kind of rush, because I have them too. You have your high points, you have your high periods and your low periods. And sometimes you're gonna feel great, sometimes you're gonna feel like shit. But when you have those high moments, you have a real great success, you hit a little goal, whether it's a micro or macro, you post about it, you share, you lay it out there. And your experience and your inspiration, again, like I always say, you never know who, I don't know, I can't even, I'm hungry. It's late. You never know who you're going to impact. You never know who's going to need it at that moment. And every time you're wondering, I don't know if I should post this right now. Maybe I'll submit it tomorrow. It's like, submit it. Of course, we got to, the posts are approved in the group and stuff. Make sure that everyone's staying on topic and, there's no spam and stuff, which there never is. But, it's important to share your experience, because as much as people maybe post up for a pick-me-up because they're feeling down, they're kind of struggling, or, whether you're on a high, it's going to feed someone. It's going to feed someone when you're feeling down, when you're feeling like you can't break a plateau, or you can't, get through some kind of struggle, maybe building a habit, maybe someone like, like Fox is like your sister, or something at work, you take a little bit, kind of snowball, pick up some steam, pick up some momentum. And then if you have a high, if you have some wins and you have some advice or some inspiration, you want to post like, I just had a great work, I hit a PR, let's fucking go. That's great. And that's going to charge someone up. I'm going to read here on the podcast. I'm going to feel amped up and then train hard after, something like that. It happens. Sometimes I know I'm going to train after the podcast, and then I go live, and then I see a post and someone's like, I just fucking crushed. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to fucking lift after. And then, right? It's a snowball. It just grows and picks up momentum. So everyone, make sure you go and you comment on Beth's post. Make sure you drop in the comments below. Tell her she won today's Swole card. You are part of the Swole fam, Beth, and we love you. We're here for you. Thank you for the wonderful words and the inspiration, because it did inspire me, and I'm sure it did to all of you. Go comment on her post. Let her know that she won. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1777 in the subject, your mailing address in the bottom of the email, and we'll get you this Swole card, Beth. So some gorillas on the way out, and let's see what we got here. Where are we here? Dun, 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 dun. Little Swole card. Let's close this nut. Oh, no. Hold on, Falcon. No. I know you. No. Hold on, Tessie. Hold on, Falcon. Settle down. Before we go, before I break this piano, remember tomorrow. Let's see, where are we here? Dun, 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 dun. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, 1777, special event, Daily Swole Live, Swole TV. So tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, live inside Swole TV, live inside the private Facebook group. So I'll be texting you and, of course, letting you know when the live stream kicks off. But it's scheduled for 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, episode 1777. So if you are not a member of the Swole fam, you can head on over to swolenormousx.com and join today. Get started for less than $5. You'll get access to all the private live streams, like Monday's accountability meeting with new releases, and tomorrow we have a special Swole TV live event. So when we go balls deep tomorrow, we are going to go extra deep, and we're going to go into a live reveal inside Swole TV, and we're going to do a live reaction. So it's going to be fun. I don't even know what the video is yet. All right. I don't even know the Nuts on Chin Unplugged. We're going to do a live NOC. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is. I'm excited. So shh, don't tell anyone. But tomorrow, 1777 will be private for members only. Again, private, members only. So you're not going to see that pop up and you're like, where's episode 1777? It's inside Swole TV. And of course, it'll be pinned to the top of the Facebook group. It'll be uploaded later if you don't catch it live, but be there live. Be there live because you don't want to miss out on that. It will be awesome. Gorillas for the road. Now we can close the beach. All right. Now we can close the beach. Now we can close the beach. All right. Goodbye, Tessa. All right, Tessa. All right. What'd you do? You had those overlays double. How dare you? No more. Fucking shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that sexy beach. Look at that peppermint tip. Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? Am I right?
I don't know how to put this, but
it's a sexy beach.
It's kind of a big deal.
Got those moves, baby. Got those moves. Oh, look at that peppermint tip. Yeah, the dancing vag nut. My boys, the band. Just Papa Swole and the band. Got both my nuts over here and over here. Got 3 nuts. Triple sack. That's our name. It's a metal group called the Triple Sack. Oh shit, it's my first solo. Oh. Damn. Woo.
He's heating up. Lieutenant Dave.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it.
All right. All right. Oh, Tessie, my little angel. All right, America, baby. USA.
USA. Greatest country in the world.
All right, 1776. We are on with 1777 tomorrow, live inside Swolenormous X, Swole TV. Go check it out, swolenormousx.com, fam. I will see you tomorrow night for the special event 1777. Peace, McGee's, deuce, magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go with it. relevant. Off topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new